All right, we are going to continue our team coverage now and get you back out live to meteorologist Nelly Carreño, who is in Runaway Bay this morning. Nelly, your interview earlier with that gentleman really touched my heart.
It's just amazing that he's doing okay. He just got back from the hospital, and he shared with me that just a couple of days ago, he bought this little house to rent it out. And he said, thank God that I hadn't rented it out yet, because this is what's left of the little house. Now you can see here, the door where you would go into the house is inside the house, in the middle of it. You can see a sofa that is pushed in, and what used to be a tiny little living room. Fortunately, nobody was living here yet, but it's just to show you the force of that EF2 tornado that moved through the area. Now, I showed you what it looks like in the inside. This is the outside. Those cinder blocks is where it once stood. So we know that this is on the track of that tornado, and we know that that's what caused it to flip over. Now, fortunately, David was in the other house. He did step outside, and some of the blowing debris, which is one of the biggest threats with tornadoes, is not so much the tornado itself, but it's the fact that it can take any piece of anything, even a fork, and at 135 miles per hour, that can puncture you, that can hurt you. And that's what happened to David, and that's why he ended up at the hospital. But fortunately for today, we don't have the chance of severe weather. Let's go ahead and go to the graphics so I can talk to you about what we can expect in the next couple of days. Temperatures are in the 80s right now, about 83, 82 degrees in the Metroplex. But they're going to go all the way up to 93 degrees. Now, we do have an SPC threat for today, but it's mainly northeast of us. If we could click over to the graphics, there we go. The radar shows that we have dry conditions. This is the threat that we have for today. So if you live in Sulphur Springs, Mineola, you just need to be a little more weather aware for this afternoon. Dallas is at a level 1. Now, looking to this afternoon, as I mentioned, we are expecting here in Wise County dry conditions, lots of heat. Temperatures are going to get to 93. 92 is a record from 1987. So today we should be fairly quiet, just that 20% chance of an isolated afternoon storm. Now, tomorrow is another thing. We have a first alert weather day, and the risk is a level 2 for Dallas, Collin, points east and northeast, a level 1 in Fort Worth, and here for Wise County. The biggest concerns for tomorrow are the possibility of some hail with any storm that does develop. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect for the next few hours. You can see here, hour by hour, this particular model is showing some of those storms blowing up in places like Sulphur Springs, and we'll continue through the day today. Relatively quiet. We have a 10% chance of some storms along the border tonight, and then tomorrow is where we can see storms yet again. For your 7-day forecast, by Friday, it's relatively quiet except for some rain, and then this weekend looks much quieter.